Guys, Ashley with Amare. Okay, so this week we're gonna talk a little bit about fibrosis. So I know I have a video on fibrosis, but you guys still get confused with this. Seromas, fibrosis, things like that, crazy things after surgery, permanent things that can mess you up after surgery. You guys gotta consult professionals about these things. Stop going on YouTube and looking at people who didn't do proper aftercare, who didn't do proper massages, who went and got that squeezy crap done, who got cut open and got fluid taken out of them. That fluid, by the way, is blood, and that's not safe, and that's kind of gross. Go to a professional. Guys, if you think you have a seroma, if you think you have fibrosis, if something doesn't look right, go to your doctor. First and foremost. Second of all, if you go to your doctor and you still have this problem, and it's a swelling related issue, you should probably find a real post-op person like me. Or, somebody in your area that does real post-op, not just a lymphatic massage person, an actual certified post-op person. So when it comes to fibrosis is scar tissue buildup. It's basically lymph fluid that's becoming dehydrated and stagnant and starts to build up in your body and creates those lumps and bumps. Now, is it a normal part of the healing process? Yes, but to what extent? You shouldn't be able to see it sticking out of your body. You shouldn't be able to feel it. It shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't be anything like that. The biggest thing overall, before all of these problems start, before the fibrosis, before the seroma, before all the complications, the biggest thing overall is your swelling, guys. A lot of people are, and I get this is because the doctors tell you, oh, your swelling will go away on its own, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes. I understand that. But also, you didn't just stub your toe. You had surgery, full-blown surgery. And we want this to heal smooth, not lumpy and not crazy. So take your swelling seriously. If you're swollen and you're in pain and it's not looking the way it should, time to start doing something about it. Whether that be starting your lymphatic massages or consulting a professional, you guys gotta be on top of this stuff, first and foremost. Second of all, before all the seroma and fibrosis craziness starts, swelling is where it starts, with your swelling. If you are not keeping track of your swelling, if you are not making sure that you're wearing the correct type of garment, if your garment is cutting into making your swelling worse, if your swelling changes in a way that's not good, if it gets hot, if it gets red, if it gets hard, if it gets painful, all of that stuff, if any of that starts to happen, you gotta take care of it immediately. Because when your swelling is trapped and becomes dehydrated and stagnant and is there for too long, it then becomes fibrosis. A seroma is a pocket of fluid, which guess what? That's swelling. So if we're taking care and being proactive about our swelling post-op, we can avoid all these things, first of all. Second of all, a seroma is something a doctor has to actually say, hey, you have a seroma. Not just you deciding to not just you deciding to go on YouTube and decide you have a seroma. Same thing with fibrosis. You guys have no idea what fibrosis is unless you consult a professional. People on YouTube are not going to tell you that. People on Instagram are not going to tell you that. People in real stuff are not going to tell you that. They don't know. They are not medical professionals. You need to find a person to actually consult if you feel like you have some sort of a problem post-surgery. Same thing with your wound healing. If there is an issue, you need to make sure that you consult a professional. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. The second thing I'm going to say, fibrosis is hard and is lump and is the swelling and the thickness and the ouchy things. Fibrosis is not always little lumps. Fibrosis can be an entire patch down your side. Fibrosis can be across your entire abdomen. A lot of people think of fibrosis and they think, oh, the lumps and bumps. Yeah. Here's the other thing to that, though. When you have so much of it and it's not one lump or one bump and it's a whole sheet, I have literally seen people's body encased in fibrosis 360. I've also seen a full-on slab or sheet of fibrosis. You will know it's fibrosis if the skin is tough. If the skin in that area, soft and squishy swelling, is healthy. Tough, thick, fibrous, hard, skin that's not okay, that's definitely fibrosis. We need to get working on that. Seromas. Seromas are pockets of fluid. Now, there are very rare cases that you can see or know if it is a seroma. Localized swelling, really a lot of it, a big chunk of it, yeah, that's something to be concerned about. But you are not a professional and you are not able to say this is a seroma. The one thing that infuriates me with you guys is when you come in through my office and you start telling me that you have a seroma and you have fibrosis and you have this and you have that and you're self-diagnosing all over the place and you're literally just swollen. And you literally just have had a bad garment. You have none of those things. Then you spend the next 30 minutes in our session where I could be giving you value information about how to take care of your body at home. You spend that time complaining about how you were on Real Self and you were on Facebook and you were on YouTube and you know you have a seroma and I'm wrong. There's the door. Go. Bye. No, we're not dealing with that. If you're coming for help, you're coming for help. If you're coming to consult a professional, you're consulting a professional. And guys, there is no way for you to tell. I have been doing this for 7 years, 7 days a week, most years. Like, you cannot tell yourself if you have a seroma or if you have something severe. That is something that a doctor or somebody professional is going to tell you if you have. I can't even tell you if you have a seroma. I can't see into your body. Seromas are pockets of fluid in your tissue. So a plastic surgeon or a doctor needs to diagnose that. I don't have x-ray vision. I'm not Superwoman. I can't see into your body. I can't tell you if you have a seroma. But what I can tell you is a seroma is a pocket of fluid. And by doing your lymphatic drainage massages with us and targeting that swelling and that fluid, that's what's going to get rid of it. Doctor can stick you with a needle a million times and it's going to keep coming back because your body is swelling at an outrageous speed because it's trying to heal and something's not right. Whether it be your garment, your diet, whatever it is. So again, you got to consult a professional. And again, going back to the beginning of what I was saying, swelling. It starts with swelling. Monitor your swelling. If you guys are starting to swell more and it's not decreasing, that's a problem. We got to look into that because that's where all these other complications start. Now, third part of this video that I want to talk about, your incisions. Your incisions. If you are swelling, top skin, bottom skin, stitch that's holding it together. If you're swelling and the swelling is pushing from behind, that skin's going to start to split and rip open and it's going to create really thick scar tissue because your stitches can't hold your skin together anymore because you are super swollen. So if we take care of that swelling, everything comes together easier. It comes together smaller than the stitch and you heal pretty much without any scars. I've had people in our office that start with us 48 hours after a tummy tuck or lipo or whatever it is, and by the time they're done, they don't even need scar treatment. They're done. They have no scars. They have nothing. Because once we get the swelling away from that space and the skin starts to flatten and come together because there's no more swelling, everything heals perfectly. So again, going back to my first point is swelling. When we're talking about incisions that look funny, incisions that look complicated, incisions that are red, incisions that are cracking open, incisions that don't look right, swelling is the answer for that. So again, there are a lot of other things that can be the answer for that, but 90% of the time, the swelling is the issue. Because again, the swelling is pulling the skin away from itself, and all of this in here is swelling. If we take that swelling out, we get your body to pee it out through its natural processes, all that skin comes together and heals nice and tight and thin, and you have one tiny line instead of one thick line with all the fibrous tissue in between of connective tissue, of scar tissue. So that's the third part of it. Very short video on complications today. 2 things to remember. 1, if you feel like you have complications, please contact your professional, being your doctor, number 1, and me or another, plastic surgery post-op specialist. And number 2, swelling. Monitor your swelling, track your swelling, do things that are going to help your swelling go away, not bring it back. And if you do notice anything happening where you're starting to swell more, or if you're just staying swollen and it's not going down, definitely contact a lymphatic professional, plastic surgery recovery specialist, me, or go see your doctor and see if they can refer you to someone. So guys, super short video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.